If you've dealt with gut issues at any point, you know that they can kind of take over your life. It's kind of an ever-present just source of misery that sucks the joy out of your days. I first noticed it when I was like 16 or so. I was needing to use the bathroom like 4 or 5 times a day, which isn't normal. And I noticed that certain foods would make me have like trapped gas and pain in my abdomen and make my stomach really noisy. It's just like it's not digesting whatever I'm eating very well. And I've struggled with these symptoms for years. I've spent years experimenting with my diet and researching, trying to figure out what foods I can handle, how to make my digestion better. So here are 3 very important changes that I made to massively improve my gut health, to where now I rarely get any pain anymore. I have much more normal bowel movements and I can enjoy my life again without having this kind of constant nagging, low level pain and just disruption to my life from my gut problems. The first thing is to eliminate highly processed foods. Anything with more than a few ingredients has got to go. Things like freshly baked bread is fine because that's just like wheat, salt, water, and yeast or sourdough starter. Commercial bread, on the other hand, is going to have emulsifiers, preservatives, probably soy flour, and so on. Take a look at the ingredients list. Most of your diet should be whole foods. That means just one ingredient like tomatoes or potatoes or beef. No additives or anything like that. At least 80% of your diet should be whole foods. And the more strict you are with this, the better your gut health will be. But some lightly processed food is fine, like sourdough bread, dairy, fruit juice. But moving on to the second point, which is to identify your intolerances. You might have intolerances to certain foods, even whole foods or minimally processed foods like dairy or gluten, or a more general sensitivity to food or certain ingredients like IBS. The best way to figure out your intolerances is to test. So you can go to the website of a reputable private health company, choose a package, and they'll send you a sample collection kit, and then you can collect a stool sample and send it to whatever lab is analyzing your gut. And they'll tell you what your gut microbiome is looking like and any problems there with pathogen overgrowth. They'll tell you what your sensitivities or allergies or intolerances are, and they might give you personalized advice on how to deal with each of those things. I haven't done this myself yet, but I plan to within the next couple of months, so there's no guesswork in what's going on with my gut. And the other more painstaking way, and what I've done so far, is to be a scientist and to test how certain foods make you feel. You have to experiment. So you might start your day fasted as usual and then prepare a meal with just a few ingredients, maybe eggs, butter, and quality bread. Then you eat the meal, wait at least 2 hours, and pay attention to how your body felt during and after eating. If you had gas or bloating or any kind of discomfort, gut noises, then you might be digesting one or several of those things poorly. And then you can narrow it down a bit further by cutting things out. So just have like the bread and butter for breakfast one day. And if you still have the same problem, then it might be that you're digesting one of those things badly. And if not, then maybe it was the eggs. But it could even be something as general as tap water, which you kind of just drink like all day. But do your best to identify which foods are fine for your gut and which ones seem to give you problems. Problem is that a lot of these foods are low quality, so you might not be intolerant to gluten itself. It might be the other ingredients that they put in commercial bread, like all the preservatives and stuff. And it might not be eggs itself, but the fact that they come from unhealthy, stressed chickens that are fed low quality corn and pesticide sprayed soy and given antibiotics. Buying high quality food needs to be a priority if you care about your gut health. Buy the highest quality that you can currently afford, and don't worry if that's not like organic pasture raised eggs from some special breed of hen. Just get the best that you can with your current budget and work on making more money so that you can fuel your body and mind with the highest quality ingredients. The saying "you are what you eat" is literally true. The food that you eat is broken down and it's turned into the building blocks of your body, like your muscle, your skin, your hair, all that stuff. As your diet and your gut health improves, your mental sharpness is also going to improve and you'll be able to make more money. So quality food is really an investment to enhance your body and your brain's performance, which will lead to you earning more money in the long run, as long as you make use of that enhanced cognitive performance from good food. And the third point is to prepare all your meals at home. All 3 of these points tie in together and kind of culminates in you making your meals at home with whole foods that you know are good for your gut. When you make your foods at home, you can choose exactly what goes into your food. Even with relatively healthy stuff from the store, they'll often sneak ingredients in there like colorings or stabilizers or whatever, which can mess with your gut. Personally, I rarely ever get serious pain or trapped gas or diarrhea anymore, like I unfortunately used to quite often when I would eat a fairly normal, quote unquote, healthy diet. When I do get those symptoms, it's because I've either eaten out at a restaurant, which probably uses seed oils and all kinds of other trash, or I've ordered a takeaway, or I've cooked something unfamiliar that might have ingredients that my gut doesn't like. So when you cook at home, you can use ingredients that you know agree with your gut. It's not easy, to be honest. If you're like me and you want to build muscle and be mentally sharp and have good gut health, the food that you eat has got to meet a few criteria. So it needs to not disturb your gut too much. Ideally, it needs to be tasty and easy to eat. It needs to be fairly high calorie because I have a super strong metabolism and I do a lot of exercise and I'm trying to gain weight, so I need a caloric surplus. And then I also need to get all my micronutrients in throughout the day, like vitamins and minerals. Personally, the foods that seem to be completely fine for me are meat, eggs, and some fruits like berries. A lot of vegetables seem to cause a bit of irritation, and dairy also does, but it's not like bad enough that I get pain or diarrhea or anything. And a bonus point, go for a short walk after you've eaten your meal. This helps get the digesting going rather than stagnating after eating. More low intensity movement like walking or gentle cycling or a bit of gentle yoga is all great. Just get your body moving gently, and this will help to get your food moving through your gut. And going for a walk after your meals will also stabilize your insulin levels so you don't crash after eating. And extra bonus point, don't eat too close to bedtime. Leave at least 2 or 3 hours between your last piece of food and the time you go to sleep. Because if you're still digesting your last meal, that's going to interfere with your sleep. I still have a way to go with properly healing my gut. For now, I've eliminated most of the problem foods, but eventually I'd like to be able to eat whatever I want without really thinking about it so much. And that is going to require me to fix my gut microbiome, whatever imbalances I have there, probably improve my liver and my thyroid function, lower stress certainly, maybe do a couple of parasite cleanses, and maybe also some fasting to enhance the body's natural cleanup mechanisms. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed. Check out my physique programs in the description, and also check out the testosterone optimization guide. I touch on diet there a little bit if that's something you're interested in, but thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments if you've dealt with gut issues yourself and things that really helped you, and maybe you can share them with everyone and some people might really benefit from it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.